Welcome to this presentation from Pluralsight. My name is Andrew Mallett and we're here in this module to take a look at managing XFS file systems. All of this is in support of Objective 203.2, maintaining a Linux file system, where say we only look at the XFS side of things within this particular Pluralsight module. Looking at the XFS file system, we'll be taking a look at the overview, so getting an understanding of where it came from, how long it's been in the market, and why it's currently used. It's installed with the package XFS.mp4, but depending on your distribution you may find you have it installed by default. In CentOS 7, the distribution that we're using for the demonstrations, it is the default file system, so we won't need to be concerned about installing it. We'll be looking at how we can create XFS file systems. And we'll be looking at the tools we can use to maintain the file systems, so XFS.info, XFS.check and XFS.repair. We'll also see that built into the XFS file system we have a backup and restore mechanism with XFS.dump and XFS.restore. This file system has been one of the ones that perhaps has been reborn in later times. Originally it was created by SGI Silicon Graphics in 1993. It was the default file system in the IRIX Unix system. I remember with SGI the operating system was predominantly used, or IRIX was predominantly used, in 3D rendering techniques, so it was really designed for very large file systems. It was ported to Linux in 2001 and it is now the default file system in Red Hat 7 and CentOS 7. It's a 64-bit file system, which does mean then that we can scale to 8 exabytes if that's supported within your file systems that you're using or within your operating systems that you're using. As I said before, even though it was ported to Linux in 2001, it's become the default in Red Hat Enterprise Linux 7. And that's partly because of the feature set that we have within XFS. When we look then at the printout of my disk free on the CentOS 7 system, we can see then that XFS is used both for the root file system and for the boot file system. Creating an XFS file system, we can use then muckfs and .xfs. Point it through to the partition that we want to format, so nothing particularly new there. The wrapper program muckfs.xfs comes with the XFS.progs package. The data that is shown once we create the file system can be re-shown, or we can revisit that using the XFS.info, and we can use XFS.info against the partition or against the directory that it's mounted to. So if we go through and mount this partition through to data XFS, we can get to see the same information with XFS.info by looking at either SDB1 or by looking at the data XFS directory, the mount point for the partition. So let's take a look now at working with creating an XFS file system on our CentOS 7 device.